This right here is my Android device, and this is working Nintendo Switch theme running on it through an emulator front end. Now if I decide to play Pokemon Scarlet, I'll click on this play button. Let's pair up with a controller. This method is fully functional. Later I'll be telling you how I managed to do this. And as you can probably tell, I'm emulating Nintendo Switch on my Android device. Let's start by talking about how I managed to get this Nintendo Switch theme working on an Android device. You can see all these buttons, but they are non-functional. Basically, I am using an emulator front end which redirects these games to Skyline emulator. I'll show you how to set it up in a second, but let's take a look at its UI. These are the games which I have stored on my Android device. Now for today's video, I'll be using the Dig emulator front end. You can find this on Play Store. You can just search for Dig emulator front end. If you want to give it a try, just go ahead and click on the open button. Afterwards, click on next, click on allow, click on OK. Now here you'll have to select a folder or create a folder known as dig. So I'll use this folder, we'll click on allow and we just have to wait. Afterwards we'll click on later, click on don't allow. Now there will be options similar to this. You have to go to system, click on this top 3 lines, click on all systems. Just scroll down until you find Atari links. So here we have Atari links, we'll click on it. Afterwards we'll click on these 3 dots again. Now you just have to go to manage system. Click on edit extensions, type NSP, then give it a separator. Let's type XCI. We'll click on OK. Now click on these 3 dots again, go to manage system. Let's go to edit emulators. Now you just have to click on delete. Click OK, click on delete again. Now create a new one. Click on OK. Here's the part which is little complicated. Now as I mentioned before, we'll be definitely using the Skyline emulator to emulate Nintendo Switch games on an Android device. So first of all, you have to set up Skyline emulator as usual and make sure you have applied the best settings. Your games are ready to go. Now we'll go back to dig. You just have to type Skyline as the name. The package name should be skyline.emu. So let's just go ahead and type that. Afterwards, the activity should be emu.skyline.emulation activity. Afterwards, what you have to do is click on the save button and click on OK. Make sure to not click on done button directly. Before doing that, click on save. Only after that, click on done. Now what you have to do is click on these 3 lines again and let's go to manage system. Here we'll select the Skyline. Now we can just go back. Let's go to options. Let's go to themes. We'll be adding a universal theme which includes Nintendo Switch theme as well onto this emulator front end. We'll click on install theme. We'll click on select folder. This is the theme file right here, Retro Redux 2. Let me click on it. Then go to select theme. Make sure to select Retro Redux 2.1. Afterwards, just flip your phone. Now just go ahead and click on this settings icon. Let's go to theme again. Aspect ratio 16:9. Now if we just go ahead and click on system, you will see Nintendo Switch here. So just scroll until you find Nintendo Switch right here. Let's click on it. Now you will see this Nintendo Switch theme loaded successfully. What you have to do now is click on this button right here, these 3 lines. Afterwards we have to go to manage system again and make sure to click on ROM paths. Now just go ahead and click on add and select the folder where you store your Nintendo Switch games. Afterwards just select the path, click on done, and as you can see your games will start to show here. You'll notice that it's not perfect. So we'll click on these 3 lines again. Afterwards click on view as, go to configure, select icons only, click on 3 lines again, go to view as, configure. Let's click on resize and bring the icons up. After you align it properly, click on the OK button. Now if you click here, you will see the name of the game. What you can do is just hold it, select box cover. Afterwards you can click on your device, select folder. Now just select a JPEG image as the box cover like I have right here. We'll click on it and as you can see the cover will be loaded. Now it's a little bit oversized, so we'll click on these 3 lines again. We'll go to view as, configure, resize. Now we can use these 2 arrows to decrease the size of icons. Afterwards, we'll click on OK. After doing it to all the games, you will see UI similar to the original Nintendo Switch. But note, we are just using a theme in an emulator front end. This is not actually a Nintendo Switch. But with the help of Skyline emulator, as you know, we can emulate Nintendo Switch games on Android. Before taking a look at gameplay, let me show you the settings in Skyline emulator. So if I just scroll down, you will see that in configure controller #1, I have disabled the on-screen touch controls because I have configured my controller manually, as I'll be using my GameStar X2 gamepad just to get an immersive experience. So let's open Dig again. Let's go to systems. Let's select the Nintendo Switch. Now let's try emulating a game through Skyline. Let's tap on Pokemon Sword, click on play. Let me connect my game. See you guys later. Goodbye.